Easter Sunday this year means many people were worshiping online. I'm Gabby Crevitt, and coming up, I'll show you how one church prepared to connect with people virtually.
And as soon as it warms up a little, you might want to pick up that trowel. Also, head on to Montana this morning. How gardening could actually help you through staying at home and help you keep in shape.
6:30, Chet Lehman, Caitlin Corbett, Matt Elwell. Gardening going to be a little challenging for the next couple of days.
You can do it inside. Get those seeds started. Get them going.
That's a good idea, yeah.
The outside, they're not going to survive. It is cold. 13 degrees this morning in Belgrade, Butte, 9 below in West Yellowstone. A little bit of light snow this morning in the mining city and a couple of areas west of the divide. Everything's very light, so we're not seeing much in the form of snow for the morning. The afternoon, a little bit of flurry activity, but not really accounting much for accumulation. Daytime highs today into the 30s. Wind chill, though, still in the teens and 20s. We're going to break it all down for you coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Matt. 6:31 now on this Monday. Here are the latest numbers in the coronavirus cases in Montana. According to the State Health Department, we have 387 confirmed cases of COVID-19.
And Gallatin County still with 138, 3 of those cases new. Sewell County has 25 cases, 5 of those are new. Yellowstone County with 58 cases, 1 new case there. Missoula County has 30 cases, also with 1 of those new. 169 people have recovered from the virus so far, while 47 people have been hospitalized, and we have had 6 deaths in our state.
6:32 now because of the coronavirus outbreak. Many Easter services yesterday were held online. MTN's Gabby Crevitt has the story on how the church is adapting to the times.
Easter services across Gallatin County looked very different today. And while many churches had empty parking lots, there were plenty of people that were engaging and worshiping online.
Of your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ.
We are connected to each other.
We are raised with him to new life.
Like most church services, today was filled with prayer, sermon, and song. But Easter 2020 was unlike any other. The coronavirus pandemic has forced many to adapt in order to follow social distancing guidelines.
For sure it's different not having everybody here with us, but in the midst of the cultural climate, we pivoted.
Many churches across the valley streamed their Easter services online.
All the different platforms that we're streaming on, we're able to interact with people, and so that makes it a little bit more like we're together.
Even though people were unable to gather at church, they were still able to be connected.
The church really is people. It's not a building. So we're doing everything we can to try to create that sense of community, that sense of family, even while we're not able to be together physically.
The Lord be with you. In this new way of worshiping, we will be gathered back together again.
In Bozeman, Gabby Crevitt, MTN News.
Time now is 6:33. The Bozeman City Commission, meantime, reporting a surge in calls and emails asking the city to reinforce social distancing guidelines. Bozeman Mayor Chris Mell says he believes people are complying for the most part, and there are encouraging signs that social distancing has been working. The Bozeman City Commission is echoing the words of the Gallatin City County Health Department, saying now is not the time to let up on efforts. With warmer weather coming up, the health department is telling residents stay at home unless it's for essential needs or outdoor activity.
Please don't play fast and loose with the lives of others. We know that physical distancing works. It's the best tool that we have in our toolbox, and we're asking Bozeman citizens to please adhere to those regulations.
The Bozeman City Commission continues to meet weekly for a limited number of agenda items, and you can still participate in City Commission meetings virtually.
Well, many Americans are taking up new hobbies to pass the time while stuck in their homes. As CBS News' Chris Martinez shows us, gardening is becoming a popular trend that can also help your mental and physical health.
I've got a bunch of things here that I've started, all from seeds.
Avi Haas's newest hobby is slowly sprouting new life.
I used an old oat milk container for spinach.
When her lockdown began, Avi decided it was finally time to create the garden she'd long hoped to grow. Even with limited space, she was able to create both traditional and hydroponic planting stations.
It gives me something to look forward to. I get to wake up and hopefully see a little bit of progress.
Gardening isn't just a way to pass the time. Researchers say it can also help boost your health.
With the obvious stresses and anxieties that we're all facing, this is a wonderful mental outlet.
Dr. Angela Caddick at Baylor College of Medicine says gardening indoors or out can help reduce stress and cortisol levels. She says it can also have cardiovascular benefits, especially in older adults.
Just getting out, being in the yard, working among flowers or vegetable gardening is good for our strength and our flexibility.
I've got romaine lettuce, more tomatoes.
Avi says seeing the changes in her apartment garden is a satisfying way to mark the days.
It's a novelty, obviously, what I'm doing in my apartment, but if I could have, again, like some lettuce and tomatoes, by the end of this thing, I'll be super proud of myself.
A growing hobby helping her navigate a trying time. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
I definitely like.
Chris tells us there's another upside as well. Researchers also say people who grow their own fruit, vegetables, and herbs tend to have a healthier diet.
6:36 now. Switching gears a bit, she's high energy, she's social, and takes every opportunity she gets to go shopping. And she's also pretty excited about finding a forever family. In this week's Awaiting Child, MTN's Jill Valley introduces us to Destiny.
Pink toes, a pink outfit, and loves to shop, and hopes her future mother does too.
That she wants to be with me and that she wants to go shopping when I ask to go shopping.
She has a couple of special qualities in mind as well.
She's funny and nice and smart and willing to do anything.
Destiny loves technology and managed to add some new apps to our reporter's phone.
We're going to do a Star Wars thing.
Nice.
You like Star Wars?
I do like Star Wars.
Like play video games.
Like video games?
Yes, I have a DS. I love playing my DS.
In Missoula, Jill Valley, MTN News.
And you can contact the Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services for information about adoption and or fostering at 1-866-9-FOSTER. That's 7837.
6:37 now. This week under the big sky, we start a new series where we check in with the business owners, entrepreneurs, and innovators that have previously shared their stories with us. The first in our Big Sky Strong series is Max Pigman from Lewis and Clark Brewing. Max shares some of the setbacks and a few small successes they've experienced during these uncertain times.
Hi there, Max Pigman here from Lewis and Clark Brewing Company. Just giving Under the Big Sky viewers an update as to how this COVID-19 crisis has affected our business and some adjustments that we've made to continue to do some business and hopefully try to come out of this on the other end with some positive things as well. So first of all, it was a massive adjustment to our business. As many of you know, we have a large retail facility next door called the Lewis and Clark Tap Room. Unfortunately, that's all shut down at this point. When you are a small business, when you've had one leg of the three-legged stool pulled out from underneath you, it's a serious adjustment. That was one of the most painful things for me, was to have to lay off 25 people in the retail business because the faucet just turned off. We're hoping to bring them back as soon as things come out the other end. We're still brewing beer, we're still brewing seltzers. We just came out with new seltzers. Thanks to the governor, we can actually deliver beer for the first time in our history. The nice thing about that is we've been able to employ 4 or 5 more people, have been able to come back to work on the retail side of our business. We're very thankful for local support. People are calling in and ordering beers for home delivery, and people are buying our products in the local stores and in stores all across Montana. That really hits home for us. When you see that someone makes a choice to support a local business because they know that might keep 10, 12, 15, 20 local people employed, we really appreciate that. We're really looking forward to the time that we can go back to what's at least somewhat normal. We all look longingly towards that day. But at this stage in the game, we're just going to keep plugging away. I mean, that's what you have to do to survive. You have to be willing to adapt. And I think you have to have good people. And if you've taken care of those people, they're going to take care of you. Again, we're just super thankful for all the local support of Lewis and Clark across Montana as people make that choice. We really appreciate your support during these tough times. Remain strong.
Now you can watch an extended update with Max by visiting Under the Big Sky on its Facebook page.
6:40 now. A happy update for you. We've been following a 15-year-old Bozeman girl's artistic efforts. Her goal, auction off one of her paintings to help support mental health. Friday was closing night, and she not only met her goal, but she exceeded it. Avery Iris, also known as Avery Smith, made this painting called True Colors. It's in memory of her cousin who passed away unexpectedly last month. Avery was aiming for about $1,125, but her story made its way across the community. She's officially raised $1,600. That is so awesome there.
That's fantastic. Also raising a little awareness for a good topic as well. Good stuff.
Such a good story.
Yep.
Proud of her. And those paintings are actually gorgeous. So
beautiful.
I'd love to see some of those in person.
Absolutely beautiful.
6:41 now, we're taking a break, but when we come back on Montana This Morning, many businesses and political leaders in the U.S. pushing to get the country back to work. Coming up, why doctors and scientists want the country to slowly ramp up that return to work. And here's what's ahead on CBS This Morning.
Ahead on CBS This Morning, why states and hospitals are struggling to compete in the global market for critical medical supplies. Also, what patients can expect both physically and mentally after they have recovered from the coronavirus. Plus, as food banks across the country try to keep up with demand, hear from one couple in rural America struggling to put enough food on their table. And our favorite story today, only on CBS This Morning. I like when we can say it, I'm going to say it again. Only on CBS This Morning, Italian tenor Andrea Bocelli tells us how music can help through these very challenging times. Yes, they can. We'll see you 7 o'clock on the dot.